Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I'll be reviewing the CAMDUCK Hidden Spy Camera. I'll go over the specifications and how to set up the camera. I will also show you step by step on how to install the app and how to use the CAMDUCK app. This is a 2K HD wall outlet hidden camera, and it also has motion detection. This is mainly used as a hidden camera surveillance for nanny cam or spy cam. The spy camera charger is for keeping a watchful eye without arousing suspicion with this hidden spy camera. You could keep a watchful eye on your babysitter, pets, and your elderly loved ones while away. Alright, so let's go ahead and install the micro SD card, but the first thing we got to do is format it. So let me show you how to do that first. Alright, to format your micro SD card, if you have an SD card reader, this is for the standard SD card, and this is for the micro SD, which is this one. This is the one that's used for the hidden camera. So if you have one of these, you could simply just enter this into your adapter, and then you could go ahead and go to your computer and format it there. If you don't have one of these, if you don't have this part and your laptop or computer has this SD card reader, because most of them do, the newer ones don't, you could just get the adapter that this came with and go ahead and insert the micro SD card into the SD adapter, and then go ahead and insert that into your card reader. Then the information is going to come out on your desktop or laptop screen, and you can see this SD card reader already has information on there. So what I'm going to do now is, because this was a micro SD card from my dash cam, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight it here, right click it, go to format, here we go, and the label says X1000 because that's the dash cam. We're going to go ahead and delete that. Now if you want to label that at this time, you can do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hit start. And then it's going to say, do you want to erase all the information? We're going to hit OK. And there it goes, format is complete. Close this. And now if we go back into the card reader, and you can see the folder is empty. That folder is empty. So now this is ready to install it onto the hidden camera. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is go ahead and insert the micro SD. So if you have some nails or maybe something thin, you could put it on this, just push it on the inside of this tab here. Well, let me get you a closer look. Alright, and I'm just going to use my nails to pop this off. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to get my micro SD card that I got. This one goes up to 256 gigabyte. My recommendation, what I'm going to do, is buy the 256 gigabyte micro SD card. That way you got more room for recording. Alright, so I got the camera in my hand, micro SD card, the back facing the screen here. So I'm going to put it in and just press it in with your nails. Just push it in. It's like spring loaded. And there it goes. You see how it's flat? Now again, it's spring loaded. So you go spring it out, and there you go, push it back in. That's how you insert it. When you're done, get your cover and simply just push it back in there. That's it. Now that we installed the micro SD card, let's install the hidden camera to an outlet. Install the hidden camera in a wall outlet that covers a room. Most of the wall outlets are 12 inches from the ground. However, you can still get a good view from the outlet level. Now, kitchens, garages, and laundry rooms usually have a higher level outlets. One of the things I like about the outlet is that above the plug area, you could actually rest your phone or device while charging. Normally, the cell phone will rest on the floor if there's no table nearby. You could simply place your phone on top while charging. The 4K hidden outlet has 4 grounded outlets, 2 USB-A outlets, and 1 Type-C outlet, which is 5 volts or 2.1 amps. You have more than enough outlets available, and the plugs are underneath the camera view, so nothing will be in the way. The hidden camera Wi-Fi supports 2.4G and 5 GHz networks, ensuring uninterrupted live streaming and data transfer for your hidden camera. The 4-megapixel HD records clear quality video, capturing every detail and providing crucial evidence for your security needs. You can record at 4 megapixel, which is a higher HD, or 1080p. The camera covers a wide angle of 120 degrees. You get a large view of your surroundings with a 120-degree wide angle perspective. Now, there's two ways to view your footage. You can remote live with your Wi-Fi connection using the CAMDUCK app for the iOS and Android phones. If you don't have Wi-Fi, you can always play back the recorder on a computer. Just insert your micro SD card into the hidden camera outlet. Alright, for my cell phone, I'm going to open up the app. From here, I'm going to hit start. Then the app opens up and you can see the red circle icon on the bottom right. Once that disappears, you could press the play button. Now let me show you how to play back your footage from your SD card. Alright, so once you insert your micro SD card into your card reader or to your laptop, you can see that the window pops up and there's one file folder that says record and a log file. So we're going to double click the record file. And then right here, we could go to several dates. Right here, you got 2024, January 1st, January 2nd, and January 3rd. And here's some dates details. Now, when we get into this, these dates modified are not going to correspond to any of the files on the inside. So don't worry about this right here. All right, so what we're going to do is open up one of them. And then it goes by the hour. So this is 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and 3 a.m., and so forth. And it goes all the way down to you stop. And I stopped this one right here at, it looks like at 4 o'clock. So I'm going to click on the 6 hour because this is where everybody was going to school, going to work, and so forth. And it was some traffic in there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, let's see, this one right here. And right here in the bottom, you're going to see the window coming up and it's going to see the file. You can see the dog, the toys, you can hear, I'm not sure you can hear it, but I can hear it on my computer, some information. And if we click on it, there's more information. There's my son walking by and then they're all gone, my wife there.
When she finished that, she took off.
So that's pretty much it. Now, let's exit out of this and what we're going to do is go here to the right side and we can see some of the details. It's MP4. Right here, it's 20 frames per second. The resolution, 1920 by 1080. And here we go, the loop recording is 10 minutes. So so if you're wondering what the loop recording is, it's 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes, it's going to record a new video. And right here is why you got 6 videos. All right, then it gives you some date information and the time. Again, you see that 146 doesn't correspond to the actual time it was, which was like 6:30 here. So again, don't worry about that. They really don't match. So again, you get your video, you got the 1080p because this one was at a 1080p because it wasn't on 4 megapixel. All right, so I'm going to get out of this and we're going to go to a different micro SD card because this one was set on loop recording. I'm going to show you one that was set on motion detection. All right, so now you can see the files are recorded a little different because again, this one actually took some photos and this is your, again, this is your log for your motion detection. Now we click on this and we click to a date and it just pretty much gives you a log and some gibberish there. So this is the alerts it's sending to your news in your menu. All right, so we're gonna log out of that one. I just want to show you exactly what it looks like and what's in there. All right, so we go to photo. All right, so here, all right, so we click on 1.6 and let's see, let's click on some here and then you can see where motion detection was detecting something and it took a little screenshot of it. And you can see the movement over here where it's detecting movement. Now the camera is over here by the front door and that's about 20 feet away. So it's still detecting movement. All right, so let's get out of that. So those are the photos. So let's get into the actual recording of this. And if we click on one, let's click on today. And then we're going to click on the 11th hour. And then here we could click on a video. All right, so this is when I was actually doing some recording. Now we go down here to the details right here. You can see the length is 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes and 2 seconds, 2 minutes and 1 second on some of them. But you can see when it motions detects, it detects, and it'll create a video for 2 minutes. And this one here is 1920 by 1080, 1080p, and there's 20 frames per second. All right, so this is some information, and this is what it looks for. And like if you see this, because I was messing with the resolution a little bit, and we click on a different one, you can see how the light is a little brighter. And those are the motion detection that it has. So on loop recording, you get 10-minute videos all day, 24/7. Motion detection, you're going to get a 2-minute video only when it detects something. All right, so that's how you review your footage. All right, for my cell phone, I'm going to open up the app. From here, I'm going to hit start. You could press the play button on the middle of the display screen itself. Then the display screen appears. Right now it's on 4 megapixels. I'm going to turn the phone sideways so we get a full view now. So from here, you can see how it looks on the hidden dash cam itself. Now remember, there's a tinted screen in front of the actual camera. And plus this is living room lighting, so this is not the best lighting. As you could see, the dining room lighting is a little yellow, kind of orangey. I have one of the windows curtains slightly open so you could get some natural lighting in here. So from this point, you can see it's at a 4 megapixel. I'm going to switch it over to 1080p. I actually like the 4 megapixel recording. It's a little bit more clear. All right, the time in the bottom is not right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the phone sideways. All right, so I'm gonna hit the 3 dots and we're gonna hit camera time, and you can see it's at 9:30. So we're gonna click on that to fix that. So we're gonna do 6, hit that, go back, and there you go. The correct time is set now, so now we could go back into there. Now, if at this point you could click on the screen itself, and then you're going to see 2 submenus come out on the right, on the middle of the right side and the left side. Now we click the one on the left side, it just minimizes the screen, but I have the phone horizontal, so it's going to come back. Click the screen again, and then you could see 2 red horizontal lines. One is for the brightness and one is for the contrast. The brightness is at a 12.2, the contrast 11.9. The contrast at 11.9, so we move that over to the right. It's at an 18.1 now. You can see how bright it is. And you just saw the motion detection come out because I'm moving the phone at the same time. Then I can go all the way to the left and it dims it. Let's go back to 12.2. All right, let's move the contrast all the way up, and you can see the difference, a little bit more grainy, all the way to the left, and it's very distorted. So let's move back to 11.9. And all you're doing is move it with your fingers. That's all you're doing it. Well, I'm moving it actually with my thumb. All right, click on the screen and that disappears. With the hidden camera, you also get real-time motion detection. All you have to do is go to your settings and switch it from loop recording to motion detection. The motion detection will alert you with any suspicious level. Now let me show you how that works. All right, now the settings has been switched to motion detection. When I start moving now, it's going to detect and put a message on the screen that says motion detection. And then on the bottom under news, you're going to see a red dot appear on the icon. This is indicating that motion detection was detected and it's giving us an alert. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and press the alert. It's not going to alert you through email or text. It's going to give you the alerts through your app. So you're going to have to open up your app, come here to news, click on it, and it'll give you what just happened. And the last one was at 11:31. Now, in the bottom of the message, you'll see that no notifications will be set again within 2 minutes. So if there's more movement, it's not going to give you another alert until 2 minutes afterwards. If you click on it, it's going to go to the video, and you could scroll through the video and see exactly what's going on and what happened during that time. I'm going to arrow back out. Go back out, and there you go. And now once you view it, you can see how the regular icon is there. And then once you view it, you can actually see a thumbnail of it. All right, and then onto the top right, there's a download, which you could download it and you can hit OK. And you can see it downloading on the bottom right. All right, now it's downloaded and you have it on your phone. All right, going back out. So I think it's been about 2 minutes to the motion detection. So I'm going to start to get up and see what the motion detection does. There it goes. You can see it moving. And then in the bottom left, you can see the news where the red dot indicating that there was a movement. And there's the icon, and it says new, and it gives the time and date stamp. Now let me show you how to download and connect the hidden camera to the CAMDUCK app.
All right, so I'm going to do is go ahead and download the apps. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and scan the QR code. All right, and it says install from Google Play. So I'm going to click on that. And then already the CAMDUCK app is there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit install. And then we'll let it install. All right, now it's ready to open. So I go ahead and hit start. And then the top right, it says click to add camera. So we're going to click on that. And it's that plus symbol in the top right. And it says close range monitoring, or we're going to hit remote monitor settings. So I'm going to go ahead and hit remote monitor settings because this is where you use your Wi-Fi. All right, then we choose the device that we have, and it's the model CAMDUCK X. So I'm going to click on that one, and then it goes for my Wi-Fi name, and then I'm going to put in my password. All right, going to choose OK. And it says tips, please control the distance between the mobile phone and camera router within 2 meters when configuring with the network. So we're going to hit OK. Now it's asking us some questions. Now whichever one corresponds to you, you click that circle in the middle. On my camera, the blue light flashed on until off. So I'm going to click on that circle. And I'm going to click on the one that happened, which is the top one. And now it says to go ahead and connect Wi-Fi. So I'm going to do that. So first I got to click the circle on the top. Then I'm going to choose to connect the camera Wi-Fi. And the password is CAMDUCK66. So I'm going to hit OK.
Please connect to the camera Wi-Fi.
And it's actually talking to you right now.
Please connect to the camera Wi-Fi, then return to the app.
So you heard that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and connect that.
Please connect to the camera Wi-Fi, then return to the app.
So I accidentally put the wrong password in earlier when I was just practicing with this. So let me go ahead and put in the password.
Please connect to the camera Wi-Fi, then return to the app. Please connect.
All right, verified.
Please connect to the camera Wi-Fi. Please connect to the.
All right, it's connecting. So I'm going to choose connect only this time.
Please connect to the camera Wi-Fi, then return to the app.
It's very annoying. Okay, it's connected without internet.
Please
going back.
To the
going back. All right, here we go. Now it's saying connecting to Wi-Fi. Please wait. All right, here you go. It's going to start connecting. On the app screen, I'm going to hit play. It gives you some tips about the laws and Amazon rules in some states. So you can read that, and if you consent, just hit OK. All right, so here you got it right here. This is my office right now, and it's Christmas, so I got some gifts wrapped up. And let's see, you're going to see my hand right here waving on the side. So there you go. I'm at my desk, and there you go. So right now you can see it's already connected to the app. But right here it says Zoom. So we're going to click on that, and the screen brightens up on your cell phone. So let me do my hand again where you can see it. There you go. All right, so now we got it connected.
Now let me show you how to set the settings and the menu for the app.
So what we're going to do is go to the settings, which is the 3 dots on the top right. We're going to click on that. All right, now it's saying Wi-Fi config, so let's choose that one. It gives you another tip. Please control the distance between your mobile phone and camera and router within 2 meters when configuring the network. All right, well, right now my router and the camera is more than 2 meters. It's realistically, it's about 20 feet away and it's still working. But I guess to get you a better connection, it's requiring 2 meters, which is 6 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Now it's asking to insert your Wi-Fi information and your Wi-Fi password. We've done this already in the startup, so you don't have to do this anymore unless you have a new Wi-Fi setup. So we're just going to continue at this point. And now we could go to camera details. It gives you a firmware version, camera name, camera ID, and your MAC address. So I'm going to get back out of that. Network information. Here is all pretty much your settings for your Wi-Fi and then gateway and IP address. So I'm just going to go ahead and back out of this. Click out of that. Your camera name. And you could actually name it something else. You want to name it to the room you're at or whatever you want to name it. You could do this here. I'm not going to mess with this. I'm just going to hit the arrow back. And camera time, if you want to adjust the time. I don't need to do this. The time is actually perfect. So I'm going to just arrow back out of that. Your SD card settings. All right, here you could actually see how much recording space you have. Right now I have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card installed and it has over 30 gigs already used. And there's about 566 megabytes remaining. So if you need to know how much space you have, this is where you do it. Recording status. So let's click on that. Right now it's on loop recording, or you could have it on motion detection recording. And it gives you alarm information. So if you don't really have movement at home and you only want to detect when there's movement, then you put it on motion detection. Now, if you have a lot of movement throughout the whole day, then you want to put it on loop recording, but just make sure you have a large enough SD card in there, because what it does is it automatically overwrites the oldest video so it could start recording a new video. So depending on your card, you could have 15 files in here. And when it starts recording a new one, because it looped, then it's going to start recording a new one and erase the oldest file that's on there. All right, so we're going to get out of that. We're going to keep it on loop recording. All right, then we go restore factory settings. Now, this is if you want to continue, just start over from brand new like you just got it in. Or you're going to give this to somebody else and you want to erase all the settings, your Wi-Fi information, and so forth. You could do this here. I'm not going to do this because we just did some settings, so I'm going to hit cancel. I'm going to arrow back. Now the last one is to delete the camera. If you want to delete this camera and start over, or you have a different camera that you want to reinstall on this app, you could do that at this point and you could delete the camera. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just go ahead and back out. And now we could go to the 3 lines on the top left. And right here you got your local file, engineering model, and about. So let's get engineering model. Tips. Whether to turn on the engineering model. I think there's a lot of misspelling here, but I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to hit engineering model again. I'm going to hit OK to turn it back off. All right. Not sure what it does. Maybe I'll find out later. Or we hit about this information. It gives you all the some specs, or not specs, but it gives you information about using this camera. It's pretty much supposed to be used as a nanny cam or an elderly for a nanny cam. All right, so we're going to back out of that. All right, on the display screen itself, on the bottom left of it, there's a news. So let's click on that. No information, I guess. I haven't started recording, so there's probably no information. I'm going to hit back on that. I'm going to hit play again to start the recording again. And you can see it's on 1080p, which is on the top right of the display screen. And the left side is 4 megapixels, which is supposed to be a more clear definition of the video. Now on the bottom right of the display screen, bottom left, you can see that it has the date and time on there. And on the bottom right of the display screen, you see it's 4 megapixel because that's what the current resolution is on. And if I hit 1080p, there you go, it takes that off. So if you don't see the 4 megapixel on there, then it's on 1080p. Now, right above that, where it says 4 megapixel and 1080p, is your time and your date. When you start this app, I'm going to back out of here one more time, and we're going to hit
CAMDUCK. We're going to hit start. This is pretty much your main menu file. Now we've gone through the 3 lines in the top left and we've gone to that. And then we have this menu that's underneath the display. And then we have the menu on the bottom of the screen. So let's go through that first and then we'll go to the next menu that pops up. So in the bottom left, you're going to see device, which is pretty much your camera right now. You're hitting camera. If we go to shop, it's going to connect you to the CAMDUCK app to buy any additional feature products if you want and show you the products it has. If we click on gift next, it pretty much gives you go ahead and subscribe to their newsletters and so forth. Don't want to do that at this time, so we're going to go ahead and click contact us. You could contact them using on the WhatsApp. We're going to kick out of there. You could call their business. It's a 281, more likely it's Houston, Texas. Or you could email them if you like. All right, not going to do any of that, so we're just going to hit device and we're back to the main screen. So that's the bottom menu. On the top right of this screen, you see a plus symbol. And this is you want to connect back to your settings here. Now here you could go to remote monitor settings or close range settings if you want to do this. If you want to reset this, you could all do this all at this time. All right, not going to do that. Going to hit my back key.
All right, and now we're back to the screen. And we're going to go over the menu that's below the display screen. We gone over the news because this is all the motion detection. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and hit local file. And you're going to see 3 files. So we click on each one. Then you got 4 options: cancel, download, share, or check. So I'm going to go ahead and hit download. We're going to download that one. And it says download success. Then I'm going to click the next file. And I'm going to hit share. And here you can share it to your social media or whatever you want to share it to that corresponds to your phone. All right, I'm not really going to do that. I'm just going to get out of that. Then the next file to the right of that, I'm going to click on it and we're going to hit check. And I guess it's going to display it and you could press play. Okay, in the bottom screen, you can see the file going. This was our last one. It was a small file.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit local file next. And the files listed below are the files that you actually downloaded to your cell phone. So every time you're looking at a picture or a video, when you selected download, this is where they're at. And if you look at the pictures that I did, so if you click on a picture, it gives you several examples of what you want to do. Do you want to cancel this and go back to where you're at? Or do you want to download it? Do you want to share this picture? Or do you want to check it? A check it is basically to view. So we hit check. This is what it looks like. And this was me when I was testing the products. I was testing the resolutions. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back. And if I click on another picture, and if I hit download again, well, it's going to download it to these to the local file. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click another picture. And if I want to share it, you could share it to your social media, whatever you would like. All right, so I'm going to get out of that. So this is how you view your files, your local files, your pictures, whatever you have, it's all there. Whatever you like to do, it's there. So let's click on a video. And the video gives you pretty much almost the same thing. You could cancel it, you could download it, you could share it, or you could check it. Check it, again, is to view it. And this video was submitted in 22 seconds. And again, this is when I was testing the product, and we skip forward a little bit and it'll catch up. All right, so this is, we're going to get out of this. Get out of it one more time. And we're going to click on a different picture. Again, we want to share it. Same thing. You could do it with your social media, however you want to share it. All right, got to get out of that. Got to click on a different picture. So if you want to download it, you want to, or just cancel it back to the main menu. And that's how you do it. All right, so I'm going to do is get out of there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit SD file next. And right now for today, it has one file because it's on loop recording, and I just really put the plug back in. All right, so what I'm going to do is On the top right, you're going to see like a calendar icon. I'm going to click on that. You could pretty much select a different date that you like. I'm going to go ahead and select the 3rd and hit OK. And you notice all the files now have a different date, 2024-0103 for January 3rd. Now, if you click normal recordings, it pretty much gives you the same thing. Alarm recording, that's if you have motion detection. At this date, I did not have it, so it's not going to have anything. But if you click on any of these, and you could hit cancel to go back to view your photos again, your files. You could click again and you could download it or you could play it. So we're going to go ahead and hit play and just to see exactly what was going on. And there's me on there when I was practicing with this phone. So okay, so we're going to get out of there and go back. So this is how to view your files with that. And this is what the SD file is. Now, if we click on a different one, again, we could download it. And this is, you can see it, it's going to be downloaded to your cell phone. Right now, it's in the app. All right, I'm not going to finish downloading this. We're just going to hit cancel. All right, so that's how to view your files. And it's the same with any photos you may have. So we hit SD file. There you go. If you had photos, it would also be in there at the same time. All right, so we're going to get out of that. That's pretty much the SD file. Give you a quick look of that.
Now, to the right of SD file is settings. We've gone over settings before, so we don't have to go to this. So we can move on. Now, the last menu we have to go over is when you select play on the current footage that's recording, a menu on the bottom appears and has 6 icons on there. Some of these icons we've gone over already, like SD file. So those we're going to skip and we're just going to touch on the ones that we haven't gone before. If we hit max, which is the bottom right one, it turns our screen to a full screen. And in the top left of this, you got your 1080p if it's on there, or if you switch it to 4 megapixel, or if you want to take a picture, there you go, just took a picture. Or if you want to go back to the video, and it's actually starting to record whatever is being viewed at this time. And then you could click on the video to stop recording at that time. On the right side of CAMDUCK, you have camera angles. Right now it's positioned vertically up. Then if you click the camera angle to the right, it flips the image. I'm going to go ahead and click the vertical image up. Now the next one to that is vertical down, in which it just flipped it upside down. I'm going to click the vertical up. Then to the top right is another one. Turns it upside down but flips the image. There you go. By pressing all those, you see what happens. So let's go ahead and hit photo one more time. And there you go. It took a picture. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit record. On the center, you can see the record time counting. And just to see, you can see my hand, you can see the microphone, which is facing towards me this way. All right, going to hit record again to stop it. And you can see underneath the date that is giving you a video icon. I'm going to click record again. And the counter is counting. You can see my hand going up and down. All right, going to hit stop again. And there you go, another icon underneath the date and time. All right, that is all of the menus. We've gone over all the menus. We've gone over the settings. We went over the specifications and overview of the app of the hidden camera. So if this video was helpful for you, please like this video because I appreciate that and it really helps the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos because I also do dash cam reviews and other tech gadgets. If you're interested in this product, I'll put links in the description down below. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.